Hello everybody, this is Frozy from the YouTube channel all about football management games, and today I'm gonna play the fourth episode of the first season in my Championship Manager 93 gameplay, managing the Barnet. So so far we're topping the table, and I don't see any reasons to slow down the tempo. Seems like we are winning it without any issues and having an FA Cup matches ahead. So we have 55k. Is there any way to sell some of our players? Let's revalue them because the board expect more from him. Damn! He was valid at the low sum. Now I even cannot decrease it. Okay, Carter. Let's remove him from your list and put back. List him 40k. Let's put 30k because I want to decrease the amount of players in the squad. This guy is a free agent. As I remember, it's possible to speed up the removal of free agents if I will find them. It's a risky trick, but let's try. He fined at a week's wages. He's astonished. Maybe that will speed up his leave. He's been fined unfairly. Yeah, you're right. I want you to leave as soon as possible. Same applies to Nicky Evans. Evans, goodbye. Yes, this is very unfair, but I want you to leave. Jamie Hewitt. Oh, targeted by a couple of clubs, so there is a good chance to sell that guy. We have three goalkeepers, and that's it. Yeah, only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players are transfer listed. By the way, we're having Jones, but I want to keep him. He is our veteran. And by the way, what's about his contract? He still has 1.5 years left. Okay, let's look at the Liga table. So we are 7 points away from our competitors. That's big enough. Turkey has only one goalkeeper. Pretty strange. Oh, Matthew Lowe is only 18 years old. Let's watch this guy. Okay. Let's move on. The next game is home 1 to Fulham. Yeah, Fulham was in the bottom of the English leagues in the 1993. As we know, that has changed over time. So the experiment with putting Greaser to a goalkeeper did not succeed. So Thomas Oxborough and Newson are our main defenders. That's without any changes. Porter is a brilliant player so far, and our star, Hyretine, is a good candidate to be sold in the future as soon as I will be able to replace him. Close is still injured, and Jackson became a stable first team player. Okay, okay. Carter, Rangin. Okay, that's fine. So what about our opponents? Oh, Fulham doesn't have a lot of players. They are sixth, despite such small amount of players. They are playing long ball. which is really popular. Okay, Sorrel. I still want to. Yeah, Sorrel is our captain. Okay, that's all. Let's go. By the way, I almost forgot about one more option here in the middle of the match. I can use the space bar and that will speed up the game. I read about it in the manual of the game, which I read yesterday. Now, by the way, Fulham has managed to score from the only chance they had, and despite we are having 6 chances to 1, the score is 0-1. However, Jackson has scored immediately after my words, so we're having a 1-1 draw. Scholler is having a low rating for some reason, but in general, I think we should win it. Look at the attendance. It's 47 hundredths of people. Wow! It's double times of our average one. So Fulham is having another good chance, and they are converting their second chance to a goal. Our goalkeeper catching the butterflies. I don't know what's wrong with him, but we're having issues. Uh, let's make the changes because we need to try to change the game. We're having 9 chances versus 2, but we are losing 1-2, 5 minutes before the end of the game, and we are scoring, making a draw. Green scored the second goal for the Barnet, and will we be able to get a win here in this thriller game? No, it's a draw. Uh, it's a draw, and unfortunately, our visitors who came to the game not too happy to see the Barnet not winning in their home game. This is only our second draw in the home games. So but that happens from time to time. Okay, Ligvit is out for several days, but he's a backup goalkeeper. Oh, so the Anglo-Italian Cup is being played by the Division One teams, not the Premier League teams. I forgot about it. Yeah. What about the attendance income? Look, the record receipts from our last game, and our books has increased by 12K. That will be awesome to have such high attendance from time to time. Let's look the way it increased our gates. Well, it increased just a bit, not too much. Okay, Carl Hodl is out for a few days, and we're having our first game versus the Preston. I forgot to look their Liga position. Not the Liga position, but their Liga. Okay, that doesn't matter. Our settings will not change from that information. Okay, so we have substitute in the midfield where Hodl is injured. However, Naylor got back, so Naylor will play as the main forward. I mean, as the top 11 player. And I guess that's almost it. Let's put goalkeeper as a backup player because I wasn't able to replace Greaser. So we are playing away versus the Preston. I will check later their division and their looks better at the beginning of the game. However, we are creating the first serious chance and the Rovers scores easily. 1-0. Barnet is leading the game. The number of chances are even, so the game is even. Green is having another chance, and we are scoring second goal, which is really good because the cup game is much more important for us at the moment because we're not having any issues in the league. So we converted both of our chances from this first half, successful first half. Let's continue. Goal for Preston right after the beginning of the second half. So it's not over yet. And the second goal for the Preston comes on the 76th minute, which makes this game really interesting. I can replace someone from the field, but I don't want to. Maybe I will do it if we will have an extra time. No, we will have an additional game. So the game finished with the 2-2 result, which is acceptable for us because the second game will be played at home. First round. So the Preston is from our division. Then it's a pity we were not able to win that game. Where is the Preston? Preston. Where are you? So yeah, you're in the bottom, in the middle of the table. Okay, that's fine. Replay game. Hodl is back. This is great. Let's look the way Scholler played and Naylor. Both Scholler and Naylor played bad. So uh, let's replace Naylor. Yeah, let's replace Naylor with Hodl and put Naylor as a substitute. Okay, they're still playing long ball, so I think we will. Jackson is having his first chance at the 4th minute, and it's in, and I think the goal isn't counted. So I wanted to say that he has scored several goals in the first 10 minutes of the game. Maybe that's his special trick, special feature he has. We're having 7 chances versus 0. So we are dominating the game. However, the number of goals is still 0 for both teams. 8 chances versus 0, but it's 0-0. Porter is playing perfectly, but we're still waiting for the goal. My team keep creating the chances and wasting them, and Preston is trying to convert their first chance and they are successful. So 9 chances versus 1, but we are losing 0-1, which is shocking because this cup is very important for us. And okay, let's replace Scholler. And we are unbeatable in our home games so far. So let's hope that the team will be able to score more and more. Sorrell is having a chance, and it's a goal for us. The Barnet keeps pushing, and we will have some more chances in this game. And yes, Green is scoring. And I will replace Jackson because he's too young for full games played. And we're having one more chance in the last minutes, but we are not converting it into the goal. But anyway, we are winning 2-1. Porter is the man of the game. Nice to see that. The attendance was average. Okay, great. Next, cup draw Stafford versus Barnet. So, Stafford versus Barnet. Let's look. Okay, let's look at their league. Non-league team, Stafford. Perfect. We should not have any issues with them. So the next game is home versus home one. We will play versus the Doncaster, and as I remember, they are having second position, so they are our closest competitors. This will be a good test for us. Okay, we should replace injured Hoddle. Naylor will step in. What about the fitness? That's perfect. No issues with that. Green, Rowett is having 92. So let's put McDonough on the field. And it's a goal for Barnet, scored on 1 minute. Is it Jackson? No, it's McDonough. This is a great substitute. I'm happy to sign McDonough. Second goal on the 10th minute. And it's Jackson again. One more goal scored by this talented youngster in the first 10 minutes of the game. So McDonough is a really good signing that can calmly wait onto the bench and then come from the bench or substitute injured player before the game and make the difference. Made the difference. So both of these attackers are having 7 ratings. Attendance is a bit higher than average one, so everything is great. Doncaster is trying to score at least one goal. They are successful with that on the 55th minute, but I expect Barnet to lead this game to win. Jackson is clean through, but he misses. It's a reminder for me to replace him. And Porter, Naylor have bad ratings. Let's replace Naylor. Let's replace Jackson. So we're having 12 chances versus 4, and we are scoring our third goal, scored by Green, which means all of my 3 attackers scored a goal in this game. And Green is the man of the match. I am using these proven tactics in this season 1, but I am not going to exploit it during the next seasons because I want to try other tactics too. So in the next season I will try another tactics which are not too familiar for me. So I'm going to try different tactics for Barnet in different seasons to test them. Maybe I will be able to find some good one. So the stats are awesome. By the way, how many teams do we have in the league? 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we have 20 teams. 2 more games left until the end of the first half of the season. So Liverpool lost to Inter 4-0. Wow, the Inter is really strong here at the moment. So both Liverpool and Manchester United had shocking losses this season. Okay, so the next game versus the Leyton Orient away. We will play away. As I remember, they're in the middle of the league. Okay, and what is their long ball style again? Um, no changes here. Robert is 96, so let's leave him on the bench. Okay, let's use that space bar feature. Now I'm pressing it, and Jackson runs the ball and gets another goal scored. So as you can see, Thomas injured. So as I've seen, the time counter has been moving a bit faster than usual, but we were not able to check that into the details. I don't have any defenders, as you remember, so I have to put someone from the bench. Hayretin, our midfielder, will play in the defense. His rating will be very low, but we have to use that. We have to do that. Okay, so we are winning 1-0. I keep pressing this spacebar, and McDonough get injured again. Well, not again, but I mean I have another player injured in this game. Let's replace him. I guess his fitness has decreased significantly. So I'm pushing the spacebar, and as you can see, the counter goes really faster. Leighton Orient scores 7 minutes before the end of the game, but the Robot has another chance right after that in the injury time, and the ball hits an upright. Uh, However, Green is having another chance, and he misses somehow. So we had two good chances in the injury time, but we failed to score. But that's fine. Having what is high attendance? What a high attendance they have. So I think draw is a good result for an away game, for any away game, or for most of them. So I'm happy to get a point versus the Leighton Orient today. Okay, Sorrel is out for a few days. That's okay. That's why we should have a long bench, because injuries is a normal situation. So the next game is away one versus the Stafford from non-league. I want to check the fitness of the McDonough. No, it's a standard one. Okay, let the Jackson stay on the bench. Let put Greaser to play a game, because I believe we can use the substitutes in this game. And let Porter have a rest as well. So what is the up and under? What is that? What is that? Up and under. I don't remember I've seen such text. Up and under. Can you see it here? Okay. Oh, let's play counter attack. Up and under. Oh, that's something new for me. If you pick it, who's not pick it? Oh yeah, one of our defenders was injured. No, sorry. Number 3 is the midfielder. So, okay, I can't use Hodl. Oh yeah, sorry, is injured. So sorry, Porter, but you will have to play, and I will put Barnet as a substitute. So up and under. Okay, so Stafford is pressing. As a home team, they should press a lot, and we struggle to create a single chance so far, which is a big surprise for us. So probably we should exploit the other tactics. Let's use Continental for that. So will we create any chance in the first half? No, which is a big surprise. We are having 0 chances versus 1 in away game. And I think I should put Jackson instead of McDonough because I may lose this game with such surprises. And I think I should use the long ball because I believe that physical attributes of my players are much better than the Stafford ones. So we're having our first goal right from the first chance, headed into the net, scored by Jackson, who came from the bench in the middle of the game. So I think we can swap to counter attacks right now after we scored our first goal, and Rowett is injured on the last minutes. Up and under. So we are winning 1-0, but it was a tough game. They created 3 chances versus the 2 we made, and thanks to Jackson, we achieved a good result in this away game. That would be a shame to lose to the non-league team with such good performance from the Barnet overall this season. Wow. So Stockport one, Jimmy Hewitt, yeah, he's a transfer listed, and yeah, what about the 30k? He's valid for the 40. Okay, fine. So I'm able to get a 30k for him. Okay, we are not present in the monthly awards list, but that's fine. So what about the money? They have increased it a bit. Hodl is not happy. So this guy doesn't want to pass even a single game. Okay, let's wait for the replace of the FA Cup and see who will be our opponent. Sheffield Wednesday, away game. It's good to have this game away because we will get plenty of money from their stadium, but they are strong enough for us, as I remember. Let's look. Fixture in for next FA Cup. So they are from the Premier League. Third division team will play versus the Sheffield Wednesday with Chris Bart Williams, as I remember. Yeah, so they are on top of the league. Yeah, they are sixth. Wow. David Hirst, £2 million. Carlton Palmer, another star. Kevin Pressman as a goalkeeper. Chris Waddle, oh my god. Oh my god. Chris Woods. No, Bart Williams is not there, part of the team. So John Sheridan. There's a bunch of strong players, and I doubt we will have a lot of chances there, but we will see. Their capacity is much higher than ours, so I expect a good income from that game. At least we will earn a lot of money. Next game is an away one versus Preston. Let's put Greaser on the bench again because his performance was. Oxborough is targeted by a couple of players. No, I don't plan to sell him. So Greaser is a backup guy. Sorry guys, I don't plan to sell him. So Hyretine comes back to the bench again. Sorrel is returning from his injury. And Hoddle, Naylor, Scholar. Scholar stats are just disgusting. So I have to put him on the bench because these stats are not acceptable at all. His average rating is the lowest one amongst all players uh, present in the main squad. And Jackson is getting back instead of McDonough. McDonough is not reliable enough. So Jackson should play in the main squad. So the away game versus the Preston. We have played with them in the FA Cup recently, and we got to draw. And now we are leading 1-0, and they don't have any chance so far. While we are scoring our second goal after the 31 minutes of the game, so we are much better in this game, and this game should end with our win without any issues. Green is having a chance, but he's missing it. Let's replace Jackson and let's give Porter a rest. Porter is our star, so I don't want him to play when it's not critical. We are scoring our third goal, but the offside has been flagged by the referee, by the side referee. So the result is 2-0, and the number of chances is 14 versus 0. Rowett is the man of the game. However, we have several other players who have the same ratings. Okay. Jeff Cooper is transfer listed for 1K, and they would offer about 6K. Perfect. It is 6 times more than I expected. So what about the 6K? Come on, I'm ready to accept 5. Now, the rumors are only rumors. Board expect more from him. Okay, seems like I cannot sell him for such low price. Tribunal sets fee at 4K. That's perfect. I love this tribunal. So we have more spaces in our squad. Four places are available already, and we have almost 100 of K. But let's wait for the end of the season. So the half of the season has passed by. We have lost only one game. 4 has been drawn, and 4 wins has been received by the Barnet. We are winning the Liga so far, and I think we will finish in the first place. That's perfect. So Arsenal is the only club Oh no, not the only club. Newcastle is playing versus the Inter, and Inter is smashing the English club again. Our next game is a home one versus the Exeter, and I don't plan to make any changes. Let's use the spacebar. However, for some reason, it usually leads to the goals scored by our opponents. So Exeter scores their first goal, and we are losing nil to 1 after the first half. Rowett and Hoddle will be replaced because I'm not happy with the performance of them after the first half. We should play much better at our home game. And we are scoring 5 minutes after the game. McDonough scores second goal and having another good chance, and that's a second goal for our super sub. So McDonough came from the bench in the middle of the game and scored twice. This is a perfect result. Now we are leading 2-1 and waiting for the end of the game. Green is having his chance, but he misses the target. And the game has ended with our win. McDonough is the game of the man of the game, naturally. That's absolutely logical. By the way, they have a keeper with a blue color, which means they have a keeper from the reserve team. That's probably one of the reasons why I was able to score a couple of goals. However, I would expect much more from this amount of chances. An excellent league position, says the board, and I totally agree with them. No transfer new this week. Strange. So next game is away 1 versus Plymouth. Our situation with the players is very good. Close is close to his return. We are waiting for that. However, okay, so should I put McDonough back? No, he's really good in his substitute cases, so I believe he should stay on the bench. Jackson almost scored it in the beginning of the game as he liked to do, but he missed it. He missed it to do it, and Plymouth realized it their first chance. So it's 1-0. We are losing, but the game is still has a lot of time ahead. So Jackson's have another chance, Green is having another chance, and Green scores. It's 1-1 in the middle of the first half. Now it's 1-1 at the middle of the game. Now let's push. Let's push, says Green, and he scores another goal. And Naylor has another chance right after that, and we are scoring our third goal. So it's time to replace Jackson again, and I think I will replace Sorrell, who is rarely substituted because, oh, Schobler, wait a second. Schobler, why can't I replace? Yeah, I can replace. Okay, Hodel is our new captain. So it's another win. As I see, we're scoring fourth goal on the last minutes of the game, scored by Rowett. Another confident win. Green is the man of the game, as you can see. Let's take a look at the table. We are 11 points ahead from our second place from the Doncaster, and we are 14 points ahead from the playoff place. So I don't think we'll have any issues this season. Our next game is the home one versus the Crew Alexandra. So let's give the Jones another chance to play because our defenders should rest from time to time, I think. And I want. Oh, okay, what is their position there in the middle? Crew is in the middle of the table, so let's put Naylor on the bench because his fitness is a bit low, and let's replace Rowett as well. So we're having three substitutes in comparison with the standard squad, but that doesn't prevent us from scoring in the beginning of the game. Green scores another goal, and we're leading 1-0. We're having our second goal in 10 minutes after the first one, scored by Sorrell. So we have converted both of our chances, but then Jackson got injured and he have to come off, which is an unpleasant surprise because Jackson is very young and we should protect him. Green had another chance but failed to convert it into the goal. But anyway, we are leading this game and we're calmly leading it towards the end. Let's make a substitute. Rowett has a real chance, but he misses the target. Then Sorrell has another chance. He chips it over the keeper, and the ball is in the net. So we are winning 3-0, and Sorrell, our midfielder, has scored 2 goals. So he's the man of the game. I don't like the delays after each finished game. However, when I try to increase the CPU speed of the DOS box, uh, this this time decreases, but then I have issues with the double clicks of my mouse. So Chris Jackson out for a few days. Few days are not critical, and Sean Close is back with a low fitness, but anyway, I'm happy to see his return. Okay, so let's look at the accounts. We have plenty of money, so probably we should strengthen our defense or midfield. We have only 3 reliable defenders right now, and we have not too much spare midfielders we can use. So let's look at their ratings and maybe buy someone in advance, not waiting for the end of the season. Let's look at the Man of the Match awards. Do we have someone cheap here from the midfield as example? Yeah, the perfect situation would be to find some cheap youngster who will be growing with my team, but that's a perfect situation. Most of the players here are too expensive, as you can see, or they are too young, too old, and so on and so on. But I'm just checking. That's fine. Yeah, this guy is perfect. 2 position, centered ones, young, great, skills, excellent stats. Ooh, let's add him to the short list, just for some reason. Well, just for the chance that we will have enough money in the future to buy him. So Dean Emerson is quite good, but he's over 30. Okay, I'm looking for someone. Tony Cunningham from Jamaica. Oh, I remember that guy. There are so much legends here. This guy is young enough as well, and I remember him. I remember I bought him in one of my, let's say, so Alex Bunbury shortlist him. Oh, his wages is so big for my team, I mean. Yeah, so we don't have anyone here. Maybe there is someone in this list who can be bought. This guy looks reliable enough, and yeah, maybe Mike Hine will be a good candidate for our team. These guys, yeah, a lot of good guys here. So I'm trying to find someone cheap. When I say cheap, I mean someone less than 50 thousands of pounds, but I don't see any candidates so far. Okay, that's fine. Let's wait. Probably we'll find someone in the future and we'll collect more money for that. So now it's the time for the away game of the FA Cup versus the Sheffield Wednesday. And it's the time to put the strongest players on the field and not experiment anymore. So our strongest players already on the field. It's a pity that Klose is not fit yet, but the Jackson got back, so that is fine. Okay, so what should I do with the McDonough on Rowett? I will keep. What should I do? Well, according to the stats, Rowett is much better than McDonough, so let's hope that will be proven. Okay, so they're using pass to fit, which means I will use the long ball passing, and I think I'm sure I should use the win bonus here. How much I'm ready to pay? The amount per player. To have a chance. Win bonus. Wait a second. That's the bonus in case of win. So I'm ready to pay 1,000 of pounds. The board refuse. Okay, what about 500? Yeah, the board accepted it. Okay, so they are having a yellow card on the first minute of the game, and we are pushing a bit. They are creating their first chance, but we are having a first goal scored on the 10th minute by the Green. Green is the guy who loves the idea of the win bonuses much more than other footballers of Barnet. So far, we keep defending very well. Only three chances created by the home team in the first half of the game, and we are winning 1-2-0, which is an awesome result. And I hope that it will end with the same result. The attendance is not the biggest one we could expect, but anyway, it's almost 11K, so we probably will get the money I was waiting for. And the second half, we are having another great chance by the Jackson, who manages to score the goal. So far, we've converted both of our chances, and Sheffield Wednesday struggles to score. David Hirst was not able to convert the chance into the goal. all the team plays really well. Let's replace Hodl because his rating is quite low. And let's praise our team and support the Barnet because at the moment we are winning against the one of the best teams from the Premier League, which is shocking. But Sheffield Wednesday doesn't going to lose. They scored a goal, but that goal wasn't counted by the referee, and it seems like we are making a sensation. We're having 6 chances versus 5, and we are winning in the away game versus the Sheffield Wednesday on their stadium, which is an incredible result confirmed by our board. So let's hope our next game will be away one as well versus the Premier League team because that's the best chance to get a good increase of our budget. I hope this result will be the biggest sensation, but yeah, that's the performance of the week for the Barnet. By the way, maybe that will increase the amount of the people visiting our games. I would be happy to see that. Gate receipts plus 35k, which immediately increased our budget by 20k. This is perfect, even with the bonuses. So our bonuses probably they are included into the staff wages. Yeah. Okay, what about the goals? Let's take a look. Dennis Green so far has scored 20 goals, and while I was praising the Sean Close, who was injured, however, Dennis Green has scored 20 goals in his 30 games, so this was an awesome signing from the free transfer, if I remember properly. Heading 19, so this is a tall guy. Gary Rowett is another excellent signing with 11 goals, and Chris Jackson scored 9 goals in his 27 games. He has the highest wage here, but that's not critical. Okay, great. Here are the replays of the FA Cup. And our next game will be a home one versus the Swindon. Okay, next month's awards brings Gary Rowett the award of the best young player of the month. Okay, what do I want to see? Fixture info next FA Cup. Swindon is from the Division 1. Our home game should be much more successful. Well, I think we should have increased chances to win that game. Next game is away one versus the Huddersfield. Let's look at the fitness. Okay, no chances, no changes. Long ball. So let's get back to the counter-attack style, and Barnet begins the game. Jackson scores again on the 10th minute. There is no detailed stats for that, but I believe Jackson has some sixth sense and some unique skill which allows him to score more often in the beginning of the game. Jackson has another chance on the 77th minute. I was going to replace him, but I've pushed spacebar for too often, and Scorrell makes it 2-0, which means we are winning this game with ease. So we won. Rowett is the man of the game. Jackson and Sorrell are our scorers here. Okay, so everything is great so far. Let's continue. Sheffield Wednesday lost in the quarterfinal of the Coca-Cola Cup. This is definitely a strong team, and I'm surprised that we were able to win in away game versus them because it means that Barnet at the moment is ready to compete in the Premier League. Ah, that's just incredible. Next game is a home one versus the Wycombe. Let's leave the team as is. However, Close will be ready for the next game, and I'm very happy to see that. So they're using a passing style, so I will switch to a long ball style, and Robert is clear of the fence, but he squanders the chance. But we're having a goal again in the beginning of the game. Is it a Jackson? No, it's a Sorrell. Our captain scores. And then Hodel has another chance, but he's failing to realize it, to convert it. Jackson is having his chance on the 21st minute, but his shot lacks power. We're having a huge amount of chances versus the Wycombe, so we are winning without any issues. We are scoring our second goal at the end of the first game, scored by Porter, our defender, who is a rare scorer, and we have a high attendance, a really high attendance, 2 times higher than our average one. I hope that is the result of our performance, including the performance in the FA Cup. So let's get Jackson off the field. Let's replace Porter, who played not so bright in the past games, but anyway, that was enough for us to win the games. McDonough comes from the bench and he had a chance, but he failed it. So we won 2-0. Green is the man of the game, despite he didn't score any goals. I want to look at the budget numbers after this game to see what is the profit in the week like this one when we have an increased attendance. Dave Barnet contract expired. Dave Barnet is the person who is on the transfer list. So what do we see here? We see here plus 5k. Not bad. Not bad. So Klose is not happy. Come on, you were not in the team because you were injured, but of course I will put you back right now. But I like your approach. Tony Sorrell's out for a few days. Unfortunately, that happened right when we got to the FA Cup game. But the close is back, so I think it's an even replacement situation. Let's put Rovet to the bench. McDonough has not proven himself in the last game. And let's put Scholler in the position number 3. And Hyretin gets back onto the bench from the deep reserve. So Scholler, Hodel, Naylor, and Porter. Who has the highest influence here? Highest influence, Jones? No, yeah, okay. Let's keep the Scholler our captain. What tactics do they use? They use passing formation, so we will use the long ball again. And I think we should set win bonus again, even Though we are having a home game, the opponent is strong enough to cause problems for us. So that results in the goal scored on the first minute, scored by our best goal scorer, Green. So Green likes the idea of win bonuses. Close is having his chance and he scores easily only after 11 minutes after his return to the squad, to the top 11 selection after his long-term injury. And we have third goal scored into the third minute by the Thomas, our defender, who scores in a second game in a row or so. So Klose is having a best rating amongst all players, and the game is not a problem for us at all, which is brilliant. It's just brilliant. Thomas shown the red card. It's a problem, but our handicap is big enough. We are winning 3-0, so I don't think we will have any big problems. We are receiving a penalty in the middle of the second half of the game, and Swindon tries to push to get more goals, but we are not going to lose at home. Close as Green are both on the field, and they keep leading the team to win, so I will remove Close from the field because I think he's not fit yet after his injury. So Swindon created plenty of chances, but with the help of Close and Green, we managed to win this game again, and our attendance was big enough again. So we are going to the fifth round of the FA Cup. And this is another performance of the week, which is good news. So now let's see the replays, and we will play on away game versus the Blackburn. Blackburn is the top Liga team, and no, yeah, right, that is located right after the Sheffield Wednesday. So we have beaten the Sheffield Wednesday, who are fifth at the moment, and now we will play versus the Blackburn. So we'll try to get a good result here as well. Let's look at the accounts. We have plenty of money here. So I think that's it for today, for the episode 4. Please subscribe and like this video if you like it and if you want to see more of the football management and championship management videos, because I'm going to record a lot of them. If you have ideas about any football management game you would like me to review or play, please leave your comments. Thanks and bye.